Welcome to the Intuitive Ascending Mind podcast with your host, Alia Yasmin Khan. Throughout this series, you'll learn how cultivating a growth mindset can unlock your true potential and impact every aspect of your life. Join Alia and her guest each episode as they dive deep into strategies for personal development and lasting transformation. Now, here's Alia.
Everyone, welcome to the Intuitive Ascending Mind podcast. Joining me on today's show is Dasha Derkach. She is the founder of Enchanted Scrunch, and I can't wait to hear her story because she's one of the youngest people that I've had on the podcast, and I think her journey is such an amazing journey. Welcome to the show, Dasha. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Tell us a little bit about your journey. Tell us about your experience and what got you into the scrunchie business.
So I started my business when I was 13 years old in 2021. So I simply wanted to create a scrunchie that was unbreakable because I have extremely thick and curly hair, and I was dealt with my hair ties breaking whenever I just tried to put my hair up for the day. So one random day I received a piece of fabric in the mail that I did not order, and I decided to do something with it. And so I created a scrunchie, and over time I was able to reach my mission of creating an unbreakable scrunchie. So from there, I went on to create a ton of different designs of the scrunchie and just kind of made it my goal to provide customers with as many different patterns, as many colors, as many options as possible. So they always have something fun or just classic to wear in their hair. So I started up the business in 2021 on TikTok mostly, and I just grew it through social media, kind of learning as I grew the business. And throughout the years, I was able to grow it to a six-figure business now and just slowly learning my way of the business as I grew with it. So it's been a fun little journey.
That is so exciting. I think your story is so mind-blowing that from 2021 to now, on your Enchanted Scrunchie, you grew to a six-figure income. That is amazing. What is your
Definitely.
secret? Like, what do you do in marketing? Like, what do you do in advertising?
I think the secret for me was truly just like growing up with like social media. Like since I started the business when I was 13, I kind of learned the secrets of social media just by being on social media at the height of the pandemic and everything. So just by watching other like pretty well-established business owners, seeing what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and just hyper analyzing everything that I came across whenever I was on social media. I think that definitely helped me kind of figure out my social media strategy and how to grow a business through social media.
I think that's so amazing because you have not even gone through like a business training or business school or anything like that. Just to like develop that skill and do the self-learning, like that's so motivating. That's so inspiring. What inspires you with growing the business? Like what is the do you like just chasing after the financial goal, or do you like just making the scrunchies? Is it the creative part of it? Is it the financial, or is it a little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of a mixture of both. I think because from a young age, yet again, I was on social media, I saw a lot of very successful business owners kind of live out their dreams, and I saw what that brought to them, kind of like financial stability and just them being able to reach their dreams. So from that, I kind of set it as like a personal goal for myself to kind of go after that, try and find something that I love to do that I can do like from home, from anywhere basically, and just create something of my own and not have to work for some major corporation or something like that. That's something that I think I've never really wanted to do. So
Yeah. Do you make the scrunchies yourself?
my mom actually makes most of them. So
I,
I made them in the beginning,
uh-huh.
and then over time I ran out of time and my mom offered to make them. So now she does.
So cool, so cool. And then what makes them so unbreakable?
It's just the specific way that I managed to create how I tie them, and then also the elastic that I chose out for them.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. And then where do you market it other than TikTok? Do you have like a website or anything?
I have my own website, enchantedScrunch.com, that I started after selling on Etsy for about if probably 6 months.
Uh-huh.
And now I use TikTok, TikTok Shop. I sell on Instagram, and I use Facebook and YouTube as well.
Which platform do you find as like your easiest platform to sell on?
It was definitely TikTok in the beginning, but lately I found that Facebook has actually been the easiest, even though I have no idea how to use it or anything behind Facebook. So that's something that I'm trying to learn. But TikTok has been easiest for me.
Yeah, I can't believe that I would actually say this, but this is how old I am. Like, I can't believe that Facebook is like foreign to you because, like, for me, I never even got into Facebook. Like, it took me a while. My first Facebook account was probably like 2 years ago. Like, it's been that bad. Um, this is such an exciting journey that you've been on. What are your goals as you're going through this process?
Just kind of finding my way around how to run a business, I think, is kind of my main goal right now. I've
Yeah.
been taking a few different like courses to kind of like educate myself a little bit more. And hopefully in the future, in the near future, there'll be a lot more businesses. So I've always had a mindset for creating new products and innovating. So I have a lot of ideas, just have to go ahead and chase after them.
Sure. Is there any ideas that jump out at you that really you're like, oh, maybe I should do this a little bit differently or something like that?
Sometimes whenever I am watching like my other small business owner friends, I see certain things that they do with their marketing tactics or their like website that I truly just want to like figure out how they do that and kind of use that in my own business as well, but also maybe use it towards a future business. So
Sure.
there's definitely a few different things that I want to do in the future.
That's so exciting. Let's tell everybody your age right now.
I'm 17.
You're how old?
17.
17. 17, guys, 17.
I will power here. Success isn't for everyone. It demands focus, discipline, and strategy. Introducing the OWLS method, designed for those who take their goals seriously. O. Become the observer of your thoughts and feelings. Analyze them. Become aware of your emotions and beliefs. Only then can you master your mind. W. You should write down your goals, every detail, every step, and write the thoughts and affirmations that will drive you relentlessly toward them. L. Listen. Fill your mind only with knowledge that will move you to your goal. Write affirmations that fuel your ambition. No distractions. No compromise. S. Speak with certainty. Your words reflect your beliefs. When you speak, it's not a possibility, it's an inevitability. It's confidence. Observe, write, listen, and speak. The OWLS method. Master your thoughts. Conquer your goals.
And she's accomplished so much. I think it's so incredible. What do you do for your mindset? How do you wrap your mind around like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, like diligently? Because I'm sure you had challenges along the way.
Definitely. I had a lot of challenges just off of social media, kind of facing hate comments and all that.
Hmm.
But from the beginning, I think I had the mindset of just reaching my goals and being a dancer growing up, and I still am a dancer. I just have this different mindset that I think most people like find it hard to like reach, but it's just like reaching a certain goal and being able to chase after it like no matter what is like trying to stop you. So that's what I kind of try and put into my business as well. There's always hard moments, probably more than there are good moments in business. So I think just like seeing the end goal and what I want, even
Yeah.
if it's something that I can't even like realistically imagine. But
Yeah. Do you give yourself like goals to hit like every single week and or anything like that? Or do you have like monthly goals?
I never did until I started connecting with an advisor. And he told me that I should start setting goals, even if there's something that I don't know if I'll hit or even if I don't hit, it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
it's just my business. It's
Uh-huh.
not like anyone's looking over it and is gonna like get mad if I don't reach the goals.
Yeah.
So the last few months I have been setting goals. Some months are better, some months are worse.
Yeah.
Always depends.
Yeah. Um, what are your like 2025 goals? Do you have any goals in mind for 2025?
I have a few. One of them is to stabilize the current business, Enchanted Scrunch, and set some new marketing channels and some new sales strategies, and as well as start my next business, or at least start the idea of it,
Uh,
hopefully in the new year, and start kind of working on something new that I've been wanting to do for a minute now.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I think you should definitely do like classes and teach people as well because I think teenagers would be great to like sign up for your classes and have you kind of guide them through this process of how you started your Enchanted Scrunch business and what prompted you to do it and the motivation behind it and the discipline that you have. Maybe some of that discipline came from dancing, because I think dancing requires quite a bit of discipline too in order to grow, right?
Most definitely. Just growing up through it, I think it's set a certain standard in my head of discipline. So
Yeah, discipline's so important, especially with a business, because how do you weather the storms? What do you do when things hit and you're like, I'm not happy with this, or what happens at that point?
usually I just have to step back and like look at the big picture, realize like what I have done so far, and that it wouldn't have happened if I did this differently or that differently. So whenever there are hard days, which they're definitely there, I just kind of try and look back and see what's going on, what is something that I could maybe do that I haven't done already, or something that I could do that I did before and kind of gave up on.
Yeah.
So those days I think are some of the worst but the best days because they definitely help me grow the business the most.
Sure. Do you remember, like, can you give me like a situation that you encountered and you did something different and you're like, whoa, that really impacted the business in a positive way?
So it was actually about this time last year where the previous year before that, I got the idea to go on Amazon and try and sell my products on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
After experimenting with that idea 2 years ago, I decided it wasn't worth it. It was too expensive. They want too much money from me, and I gave up fully. And
Uh-huh.
then this time last year, I discovered that there's handmade Amazon, which doesn't have as many fees and is a lot easier to start up on. And I was about to not go on handmade Amazon. But then my parents convinced me to just try it. It's worth trying. And luckily I did. And this year has definitely been different with handmade Amazon. So that's one of the things that I was actually very hesitant to start. But I did in the end.
And
But it took a lot.
yeah, and it's going pretty well, handmade Amazon. And
Yes, pretty
you
well compared to what
enchanted.
I expected for sure.
Very nice. Very nice. How did you do during Black Friday and stuff like that? Were people shopping?
Yes, definitely. They were shopping this year. I think throughout the year, people were kind of holding back a bit of money, uncertain
Yeah.
with what's going on with the world, I think.
Yeah.
Just everyone's mindset that way. But during Black Friday, I love to run some good deals, and customers definitely love to see some good deals. So it went pretty well this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think it's such an amazing thing that you're doing, and I'm so excited. Any tips you want to share with others?
I think my main tip is to take the hate or whatever anyone says and just use it as your own fuel. Figure out how to kind of steam ahead in whatever you wish to dream to be, whatever business you wish to start. Just go towards your goals. It's truly life-changing if you do go towards your goals and accomplish them. You'll always look back and imagine what could have happened if you didn't. So.
Yeah, I think that is phenomenal advice. I think you are so inspiring. I absolutely love your story, and I think that you're going to have an abundance of success regardless of the business that you you grow or whatever you get yourself behind, because I really can see you just having the fortitude necessary to grow that business. And I love that you have that mindset. Mindset is the most important thing in the whole world. It's the thing that I teach the most to people, as to how to have that relentless pursuit of goal until you get to the end result. And it's a beautiful characteristic when you can, be able to be diligent and realize that you're going to have some failures along the way. It's okay. You just collect the knowledge that you learned from it, just do it differently. So that's so cool. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I'm so grateful for your input and your insights. And I hope everybody goes to enchantedscrunch.com and gets themselves some scrunchies.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.